This is Electric Universe Geology Earth News. Today we're going to talk about metamorphic rock a little bit more. This is an area in Northern California. Here's Chico, this is 99, this is the Sacramento Valley down here to the west. Here's 395 off to the east. Here we have the Feather River coming down from Lake Almador along 70. And right in here, if we zoom in, there's a really interesting road cut. I love road cuts. Road cuts are my friends. Anyway, it's right about here. Right in here. You can look at it with satellite. This is the spot right there where vegetation doesn't grow because it's been zapped, I believe. It's been electrically modified and metamorphosed, and it looks like very high grade metamorphic. So unless there's a fault or some sort of contact metamorphic process involved, this would require starting at the surface because it appears to be sediment trends, and then it would have to go down approximately 20 miles and come back up again, unless I'm mistaken and misconstruing this, which is a distinct possibility. So let's look at some photographs of this area right here. We'll start to the left where you can see the trending, where it hasn't been so warped that you can't see the trending. So let's look at some photos. This is the left or west side of the formation, and it's pretty clear that there's a trending to the right and away from the camera, as if the wind was blowing to the left and towards the camera, and all of these layers are building up into the wind, back and into the wind in a tuff process, not a welded tuff, although there is some lithification in some of these layers and it looks a little bit like rock. It seems like it's mostly conglomerate. Now if you go a little bit to the east, it's going to look a little different. It's this material, but I think it's been electrically modified. This is a wide shot of the area. The Feather River is down here to the lower right. This is where it's highly metamorphosed. And over here to the left is where it's sedimentary, where you can see the layers trending. So this is an overview. This gives you some idea of what happens to the layers when they're metamorphosed. They get really twisted. They change their shapes, although the overall formations don't seem to change their shapes. The exterior seems pristine. The inside seems to get warped. Where there's not a road cut, you can't tell this is going on. But where there is a road cut, you can see all of these changes to the layering during the metamorphic process. This might explain some formations that have tracks of animals that were deposited in a horizontal manner, and now they're no longer horizontal, they're vertical in some cases. This process might explain the warping and twisting without folding. This is sort of an electrical fold, but it's not an entire mountain folding, it's sections or the interiors of mountains that seem to be changed. Here's another example with my friend Andreas Ote in the foreground. It shows how distinct these changes are, how sharp and angled the warping is during the electrical metamorphic process. That's how I would describe it, I guess. So the idea is this whole area might be metamorphic. Without a road cut, it's really hard to tell. That's why I prefer Earth to Mars when it comes to looking at rocks. We have road cuts. Mars doesn't. You can see the inside of the formations. It's priceless. Thank you, Highway Department, and thank you very much.